This is something that happens all the time, but we never really talk about it. You've probably seen it play out or even done it yourself. A law enforcement officer will get dealt a crummy hand by leaders at your agency. A bad decision gets made, or the agency does something that's unfair or upsetting. Then we get pissed off and angry. We get mad at the agency or somebody in charge. Officers sometimes will have a knee-jerk reaction and start venting their anger. They'll start saying things like, "They won't get any more productivity out of me." Or maybe they'll say, "I'm going to start calling in sick a lot now." They might even come right out and say, "I'm just going to stop trying." This is a common sentiment in law enforcement when we get dealt a raw deal. We get outraged about things and we come up with a plan to teach the agency a lesson. Usually, that plan involves a lack of effort or participation on our behalf. I admit, there have been dark times when I've done this myself. I'm not all that unique, and I'm willing to bet that all of us have been through similar cycles. As I've matured as a law enforcement officer, gained experience, and seen enough people go through these cycles in police work, I've stopped reacting this way. It never works as a strategy. It just hurts your career, it hurts your reputation, it hurts your relationships, it sets a bad example, and ultimately, it makes you unhappy. The truth is, you can't punish the agency, especially by intentionally sucking at your job. Even when you do cause some pain to the intended target and not some innocent coworker who has to pick up your slack, the message is never received. You want to say, "You did this horrible thing, so I punished you by intentionally underperforming." No, that message doesn't get received. What message gets received is, you are an underperformer and you have a bad attitude. The person you are mad at never connects the dots. They don't receive the message, or at least not the message you intended. Even if it actually worked, I wouldn't recommend it, because who you are as a person and as a law enforcement officer isn't about them, it's about you. You need to decide if you are going to be an exceptional individual who sets high standards for themselves or not. Your behavior, your way of being who you are, is not conditional. If you choose to follow the path of excellence, stay on the path. Nobody can stop you from that. Your professionalism, skill, and ability is something that they can't take away from you. Nothing about what you believe, what you're capable of, your standards for yourself, or how you perform should have anything to do with other people. Living your life that way and adjusting who you are based on the words and deeds of others is totally irrational. If you engage in this practice, you will be less successful and more miserable. Marcus Aurelius said, "If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt." You have decided to be a professional, then be a professional, no matter what. If you are kind, be kind, no matter what. If you are competent, then be competent, no matter what. If you are ethical, be ethical, no matter what. It is about who you are. It's not about them. Don't allow a work situation to take away an important part of who you decided to be, especially over a revenge strategy that never works. Epictetus said, "If you want anything good, get it from yourself." So, how do you come back from getting the short end of the stick? Be you, and keep being you. Be excellent. Be so excellent that you can't be denied. Be so good that those against you must be bad. Outperform and outwork them all. In the process, you will build resiliency. You'll learn and grow. You will demonstrate a superior attitude and a dedication to the mission. Most importantly, you practice being unmoved and unaffected by circumstances. You will gain skill and virtue. All of those things will go a long way towards your happiness and your progress. I'll leave you with a final thought. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "One ought to seek out virtue for its own sake, without being influenced by fear or hope, or by any external influence. Moreover, in that does happiness consist." In short, it's not about them, it's about you.